Hey everyone, my name is Achintya Barrett. I'm a graduate pathways co-op here at the Johnson Space Center. I'm with the EVA operations group, that's extravehicular activity. I'm here at the Neutral Buoyancy Laboratory and I want to give you guys a tour. The Neutral Buoyancy Laboratory is a 202 feet long, 102 feet wide, 40 feet deep pool filled with more than 6.2 million gallons of water. And in this pool, we have astronauts trained for spacewalks, or EVAs, which is extravehicular activity on the ISS and now for the moon. And on the left side of the pool, you can find our full-scale ISS mock-ups, while on the right there, you'll have the lunar side where we practice exiting our airlock and onto the lunar surface to explore, conduct science, and eventually take the first steps to on the moon in over 50 years and build our first lunar habitat. So here we're gonna have our EVA crew members hopping into the pool, and actually as a part of these Artemis X EVA dev runs, they're using surface supply diving. And what surface supply diving is it's providing continuous air supply through an umbilical hose that we control here on the surface, and it allows the astronauts here to train underwater in simulated microgravity environments without having to have a full suited test subject, so they can focus on actually developing the lunar EVAs. All right, making our way up to the test conductor room. In this test supporting our first mission back to the moon, Artemis 3, we are conducting EVA development and training exercises to further astronaut and flight controller training for lunar operations. Here, the crew members practice geology exercises like rock chipping, sample collection, scooping, taking tube samples, airlock ingress and egress, cargo transfers, and practicing things like surface translation and actually one-liners after stepping on the moon. Honestly, I think coming up with a good one-liner is the hardest part of this whole thing. And definitely not your typical 9-to-5 job, that's for sure. It's pretty cool, some of the things you get to do here, even as an intern. Like, many of us are scuba divers, so we get to directly support operations in the pool by scuba diving. And we get to speak with, take classes, train, and work directly with the astronauts. And actually, me personally, I get to do a lot of hands-on work here. Like, for example, my projects involve a lot of work with VR systems like MetaQuest 3s, the Apple Vision Pro, HTC Vive, and essentially I'm trying to create realistic simulation environments that they have in the pool in virtual reality as a testbed for training and mission development. And I think it's a lot of fun, and it's even cooler when you see the training being done here or the work you're doing in VR and then watch it happen for real in an EVA in space. Like, how cool is that? And here we have the LMF, and it's essentially the giant machine shop that we have here in the NBL with literally every single crafting workshop tool that you could imagine. The NBL makes all their mock-ups here in-house, so here's where they design, develop, and construct all the mock-ups that you see there in the pool. All right, so here we go into the Spacesuit Lab here. I actually found a really cool poster, and we have a lot of celebrities and astronauts that come in through here, so we got this poster with all their signatures, and one cool one that I found was Tom Hanks. So here in the Spacesuit Lab, we house the development, maintenance, and testing of all the extravehicular mobility units, or EMUs, that we're having the astronauts train in the pool with. So they have these suits fitted for each astronaut, and then they'll have them prepped and ready here for the next run, which is actually bright and early tomorrow morning. To give one piece of advice to people who want to work here, it would be to get a broad experience in different activities, groups, and people, and see if you can really find what you want to do while trying out all these new things, and dig deep.